Hey everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Road to GT3. So we've got a track day booked upcoming, so we're going to be pushing really hard. The goal for today is I'm going to spend the entire day doing the wiring loom, and so we can power up the car finally, get the ignition on, test the lights, everything like that, and then fluids in and try and start it. So as you saw at the end of the last episode, we had the brake pedals apart. We found it was actually just a O-ring that had been folded on over itself. That all came back good, so we were able to bolt it all back together, put the pedals back in. It was actually a good opportunity for us anyway because the pedals needed to move for my driving position. So the pedals are now all back in and ready to go. Jesse was making up a couple other brackets for some of our Fanatec GT World Series equipment. So we have to run a BOP Balance of Performance Motec logger, and we also have to run a Dorian lap timer. Now, all of those parts we have to make custom brackets for because they're not made from the factory for these. So we've been making up brackets, installing all of these, installing the timer screens and everything. So after doing some testing days, it's ready to hit the track for race one.
So we had Matt from Race Screens come and throw on our brand new windscreen. So it's a polycarbonate material, it's not a glass windscreen. You can see it's got the Fanatec banner across the top, which is part of the sticker set that we have to run. And it's also got the tear-offs on it. So we've got 4 tear-offs here, which will keep us going for a while. So Matt's done a fantastic job getting that on, and we're really happy with it.
So we finally got 2 of the main wiring looms, the ABS wiring loom and the from engine to ECE wiring loom that we got from my engineer in Canada. So he was able to find us ones that we were missing, get them over to us. So we finally were able to plug in the engine to the ECU, to the main fuse boxes, as well as put in the ABS pump unit, ABS alarm, ABS on-off switch, and the ABS toggle, because all of these parts were ripped out of the car before I purchased it. So all of them came as a kit. We've put all that back in now, so we've got ABS across the entire car. So I've spent the entire day wiring both of those looms in, getting everything plugged in. So that was all attached and ready to go. Got the battery in, ran all the wires to the battery, so we were ready to finally plug it in and turn the ignition on to check to see that it all lights up. We finally get power and that no ABS alarms, anything like that, and we can see a car ready to be fluided up and turned on.
Go. Yeah, boy. Yeah. It's alive! It's alive! Alrighty, so this is the fun part. Well, the continuation of the fun part. Going through the entire car. We've done all the wiring loom. Pretty much everything is 99% in position and connected. Now it's just tidying everything up. Whilst we've got the car pretty much stripped where it is now, it's a good chance to do all the wiring, get it all nice and tidy, but also putting flame-proof protectant on it as well in the event that anything goes wrong. We can keep everything as protected as much as possible. So, yeah, it's tedious, but it's worth it, and it looks good.
Alright, so at the moment, just some of the parts that we pulled out of the box I'm finally installing on the car. So just a lot of the carbon fiber boxes, so the radiator cooler and the engine oil cooler, just going straight on the front of the car. Got to run the power steering cooler to the front of it. Been attaching that. Really everything that goes onto underneath the front bar that you can actually see. And then we're going to be mounting up the front diffuser as well. So as we're getting close to going on the track, we're getting some of the fun pit toys that we get to play with. So instead of going nitrogen-powered air tools, we've decided to go with electric. We're using nitrogen for lifting the car up for the air jacks, but just big Makita 1-inch to do our wheels. So the wheels go up to about 650 newton meters of torque. This is rated up to 2,000. So we actually turn this down, we wirelessly connect to it, set it up to what we need, and do up our wheels. Same tightness every time. So the car's just come back to the garage after being wrapped, so you can see behind me. We're keeping it somewhat hidden because we are aiming to make the track at Sandown this Saturday, and we're going to put the car under the cover from 23 Garage that got made for us, and we're going to be doing a big reveal at Sandown Racecourse on Saturday. The aim is to be on the track on Saturday, but we're just going to see how we go because it has been such a quick timeline. So John Reese is here from Reese Motorsport. He's just doing an initial setup. The car has been through such a massive rebuild. We just wanted to get a basic setup before we took it down to Sandown because there is so much more that we need to shake down anyway and check, and then he can come back and do a proper setup on the car. So that's it for episode 13. So obviously we'll be down at Sandown on Saturday. This episode will be released after that has happened. And tune into our Facebook, Instagram and webpage if you want to see what the car looks like finished. And we will be getting episode 14 out as quick as we possibly can so you can see the big reveal and how we went at Sandown.